What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Supper in a Can. We're back at Andy's Golden Fry and I'm joined by this week's very special guest, Aberdeen's finest, Testpress. Welcome to the show, lads. Now, without further ado, let's get a munch.
Just ride with it, like, go and get live with it.
Well, lads, welcome to Supper in a Can.
It's
been a year in the making in my own head, but it's been a couple of months since I bombarded you outside the worst spot in town in 2 weeks. But look at this in front of us. It's been a while since we've had a fish supper.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You've opted out of the food.
I'm trying to be as good as possible.
Once you hear us talking about how good it is, you want to get
I know, I probably will,
Dan, I'll let you get on. So chippies, we use chippy guys much?
Vinegar first. Love a chippy, man. It was always Chippy Fridays back, like when I was staying with my grandma and stuff like that. Me and my mum moved to Aberdeen and we stayed with our grandma until we got our own place, and it was always Chippy Fridays, man. But it was weird. I was rogue. I was always like a fucking white pudding supper or something. Like it's rogue, innit? Aye, it is.
It's worse than milk.
It's
a white pudding supper, not even a black pudding
it's
supper.
not so much anymore.
Mate,
I like all kinds of stuff from the chippy, man. I've had everything from the chippy, mate.
I mean, yeah, that's...
Chippy connoisseur.
I didn't know what a king rib was until
Oh,
they're
really?
banging.
I've had a load of king ribs, mate.
Yeah.
I still don't really get what it is.
No, it's like a big
Just
pork
you know how you get
slab
like the Rustler's burger, like the barbecue rib Rustler's burger. It's the centre of that deep fried.
I deep fried
100%.
Mate, one of them, it was actually funny that you say that, because a king rib made me ill once, and ever since then that's why I stopped getting them. Made me pure, like I got food poisoning or something from it. It was fucking awful, man. It was so bad.
Last time I went was like Ekied after Sub Club, and I was sat there and I was like, how the fuck am I eating this right now? And I was like, this is the best thing
Mate,
I've
a
ever
king
eaten.
rib when you're angry.
King rib, 4 AM straight out of Sub Club.
By the way, we can talk about shit like this,
talk about that.
Cool. Yeah, you probably chop it out
This is
anyway.
a safe zone. Are you
Nah,
guys
it's just
salt and
brown,
sauce or salt and vinegar?
Salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Salt and sauce up your Edinburgh thing, no?
But I didn't know
I
if it
like
made its
all
way
of it.
up to Aberdeen as well.
Nah,
is it-
Aberdeen's just the same
There's
as...
got to be an Aberdeen thing though
Well,
that we don't
there
get
is.
here.
So they're called chippers. They're not called chippies. Everybody calls it a chipper, which is, I don't know why. Like, I kind of prefer chippy, to be honest. But like, yeah, I don't know if there's
chippy
any,
makes more sense. It's
any
chippy.
specific like item that we get in Aberdeen that we don't really get here. I'm trying to think.
There must
I don't
be.
think there is, to be honest.
No.
Bad luck.
The only thing you could possibly get that's like different is probably like Stovies, but that's not a chippy thing.
You don't really get that from chippy, no. No.
It's more a bakery
Not
thing.
sure. There's no lore there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just get like lamb in the chippies and everything.
Angus steak burgers, deep fried and
You
shit.
maybe get like Cullen skink and some weird ones.
Aye, definitely.
Yeah.
Aye, the further north you
Ashfield
go,
chipper,
you're probably, if
Cullen
you're
skink.
the more up towards like Cullen and fucking Elgin and shit, like the proper backwood nowhere
Yeah.
places, you might get weird shit there, but
Like fish chippers, man.
now we're city boys, though, know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Was there anyone that you could look at that was in the same line of work and also from Aberdeen?
Who's that rapper? Cheens.
Cheens. He's a sound cunt. I love Cheens.
Did anyone show you that you could do it before you done it? Kind of thing?
No, not really. I mean, there's not really any DJs from Aberdeen that actually like succeeded Aberdeen, if that makes sense. There's nobody
Yeah.
like
Who's the most famous person out of Aberdeen?
Annie Lennox, probably. Annie Lennox.
Leona Lewis.
She
Annie
sings.
Lennox.
Yeah,
Why
Leona-
don't I know who
It
that
wasn't
is?
Leona Lewis. It was
She's from up
fucking.
Africa.
It was, no, that's Emily Sanders.
Yeah, that's it.
I was
Emily
gonna say there's no
Sandy.
way. There's no
Nah,
way
Leona
that
Lewis
was
is through like a
Aberdeen.
Londoner or some shit.
Actually, Claymore.
Yeah, she's a county linesman.
But
I know Emily Sanders is Scottish either.
yeah, she's from Turriff, which is
Shout out
like
Emily
that's
Sanders.
like
I'd love to get her on this.
that's farmland. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
no, she's-
Turriff is
yeah,
like
that's-
Turriff is
yeah.
proper farmy.
Go for a chippy, Emily.
Yeah, let's go.
What was your tune up here blew up?
I'm actually I can't remember what the tune
Bleeding
was.
Love,
It's
was it not
fucking-
Bleeding Love?
No, that's Leona Lewis.
Fuck me, man.
I was thinking about like, but it's good to have all that the other day. Like, it's so dead now. Like, fucking hell. Like, there's a Scottish guy that was in like the final, and guy had zero clout from it. Like, back in the day, if you were on like British Talent final, you were the shit.
Oh, mate,
Maybe
like-
if you're from Scotland.
Who's the rappers that remember one of them was in the...
The Syllable and Brains.
No.
Oh no no,
No,
Shy and
yeah.
DRS. You mean?
Yeah, the
Raxu,
the guys from Glasgow. Or was that Britain's Got Talent? Man, I've derailed this whole thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. What are you
Yeah,
talking
what are you
about? I get what you mean, because like back in the day, like when I was growing up, like we're fucking old as fuck now, yeah. But like, do you remember fucking like you won't remember Pop Idol and shit then, will you? Because that
Well,
was
we
almost
just
like the
know
thing before
Like
X
Michelle
Factor.
McManus.
Huh? I think she was on it, was she
She
not?
won it.
And it was like I was thinking about like see
She
like
goes to my church.
Will Young and Gareth Gates and shit. Like they became big for a while, and there was like a bunch of people. Like Ollie Murs was on X Factor, was he not? There was like One Direction, fuck's sake.
Good point.
One Direction didn't even win it. Do you know what I mean? No, they didn't even win it. And look at them, look at Harry Styles and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get what you mean. Like back in the day, like it was clouted if you, even if you got to the final and shit. But nah, I think it's just kind of
I was trying to think who
like,
was the last. See the last X Factor person that I can think of. Thing, Florice.
oh no, I think I know what
Big
you're talking
Afro.
about. Aye.
You know it.
I don't know too much. By that point, I was long away from X Factor.
I used to
but,
always
like,
want to go on The Voice when I was younger.
Really, The Voice? Is that where they like
you
have the
sing?
mad chairs and then they like hit the button? Can you?
Got some pipes.
Come
Got
on.
a few pipes
We need
for
to get you on a tune, mate.
I could be like your. Well, to be fair, I'm credited on a rap album.
Are you?
You know P Sweatpants?
Aye, he's a sound cunt. Yeah,
So he
yeah.
made our intro. Well, I guess no. His song "Life in It" is the intro we used for this. So we got an album a few, like last year. There was like a radio with everything. So I was like the guy in the radio.
Oh, right, the radio talking about.
So
Oh, right,
those
okay.
gold,
Yeah.
and I'll get like one of those like plaques obviously or something. I think it's coming through in the post that I thought it was. We first met as teenagers in a nightclub. Is this true? In Aberdeen?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't
it's
really
pretty-
kind of know exactly
Pretty
how we
accurate.
met.
Yeah, we
but,
were
like,
too fucked up to remember,
yeah,
to be
it's
honest.
kinda-
It was a hazy time.
Would you have had to sneak in then if there's a bit of a...
No. We were like 18, 19. We were like our age to go to a club, but like
Plus, I'm nearly 29.
Right.
yeah. So we were fucking. There was a place called Institute in Aberdeen, which was like kind of like
Oh, yeah.
it was weird. It was
yeah.
it was,
It was the
infamous,
Institute,
right?
to be fair.
But like I think on a Wednesday night they did like the uni sports nights and shit like that. So like everybody, no matter whether you liked the club or not, you would go there because
Yeah,
it was cheap VKs and shit. I was like, I think it was like £1 for a VK. So cunts were just cutting out like 5 in your hand. But I think obviously Dan went to uni at the time, and I was at college, and I just like that's where everybody went and stuff.
What did you
so
do at uni?
Biomed.
Mad.
Yeah, and I'm a
Some
DJ.
serious shit. Robert Gordon, innit?
No,
No.
Aberdeen.
Ah,
Aberdeen Uni.
Aberdeen.
Yep.
but
Not,
you,
not the fucking Polytechnic across the road.
you did something at Robert Gordon, no? Do you not used to DJ in Robert Gordon? Like the sports hall? For Rare Thursdays?
Rare Thursdays, so like Rare Thursdays.
That's in
That
Tunnels.
was in Tunnels. But, like they did like association nights with like both Aberdeen and also RGU. So like the Thursday nights you get like free entry and all that stuff with your
Aye,
university card.
It was a student night, and plus, like,
Yeah.
there is 2 unis in Aberdeen, so there is RGU and then like Aberdeen Uni, and there is like somewhat like a wee beef there. But at the end of the day, like, it's too small of a
really.
place, so everybody has to go to the same clubs. Do you know what I mean?
What
It's
was there wouldn't have been any football beef in Aberdeen then, wouldn't there?
No, that's like your co.
Did everyone, is that the only thing everyone came together for then?
Yeah.
Was Aberdeen well, no, you
No, we're Celtic.
Nah, we're Celtic fans.
But like,
I knew that.
it's quite a nice place to kind of grow up if you want to watch football. And that even like as a Celtic fan, you can go to the pub with like even like Rangers mates and all that sort of stuff. There's not so much that kind of Glasgow goldfish sort of thing, like the bubble thing.
Aye.
So it's actually it kind of teaches you not to be
Mate, I
too
remember-
sectarian.
Mate, my first ever Celtic game was fucking basically my stepdad is an Aberdeen fan, right? So like he took me to an Aberdeen Celtic game, but I was in the Dick Donald stand with all the Aberdeen fans. So obviously like I was a kid at the time. I was maybe like I don't know, I was 11 years old or something. So I couldn't like see. Obviously like I think we won. I can't even remember the score, but like see obviously when we scored, I was just sitting there like
No.
come on.
My brother's first ever Celtic away game was with my uncle at St Mirren in the St Mirren end.
Aye.
My first away game.
So my pals are
was
St Mirren
Partick
fans.
Thistle,
Yeah.
Partick Thistle.
Really?
Aye.
My dad took me to fucking, it was like Brecon versus Livingston or some shit like that. My dad's just so
Anti Old Firm.
Old
Really?
Firm, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Partick Thistle fan if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's my grandpa that got me into it.
Because your granddad's a big Celtic fan, aye?
Yeah, he wouldn't even watch the games. He's so superstitious about them.
Because he thought if you watched them, that
jinx
we'd
it,
lose
yeah.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing. There's so many like older people that are like that, aren't they? Like they're pure
Yeah.
superstitious about shit. Like my dad's pure like that as well. He's like, I remember I got new shoes one day, yeah, and we were coming back.
No, but
And he was like,
I wouldn't do that
he
either.
went,
yeah.
he went mental, and I was like, what the fuck? To be fair, the 3 drains thing is what I don't do. See if there's 3 drains on the street, I don't walk over them.
What do you think about the pole thing? Well, people say like you don't go under 2 poles because it's the man's legs.
What? I've never
I've
heard that.
never heard that.
That's some born in 2006
Aye,
sort of
that's,
shit.
that's some young man's thing, you know what I mean?
So, what I've noticed from like going over some of your tunes, and to be fair, how I'd first seen you is you just love rap edits.
Oh,
and that's what
100%.
I love that the most because I'd say that's like the best form of music, man. When it's a rap song, and I'd say the most iconic one for years is the box. Oh, my
Oh
God.
really?
Yeah.
Mate, it
What
was.
a
You know what it was with that one?
fucking bop,
It was the fucking boiler room, right? It was.
So
because
that's what I
we
wanted
made
to
that.
talk
We made that like right as we were changing our sound, and it was like one of the first edits we did in this kind of new sound that we were doing at the time, which we now do. And then we did the boiler room straight after it, so we were obviously going to fling it in, and it just. Mate,
So,
there's
like-
a video of the stage, yeah, and I was like, holy fuck!
that's
'cause
shit.
all
Like,
our
you could
pals
actually
were like
feel it, like,
behind
it
us,
was,
you
like,
could feel the stage,
bouncing, yeah.
and mate,
Mate, Benny.
Aye,
Trapeze.
mate, Benny. But he was like,
he gets it so rotten to this
yeah,
point.
fucking
love these boys.
Mate, there was hundreds of cunts. Mate, there was hundreds of cunts on the fucking YouTube comments like that. Oh, here, who's this big guy? Get him to fuck off.
leave the DJ alone.
I'm like, no, he's like
That's
one of
what
my
I was
best
saying when I
mates.
was
Like,
watching, I
he's
was like,
supposed to
people
be there.
wouldn't
There's no one else
realise
I
that,
want there. You know what I mean?
Because whenever you see, like, have you seen the K Trinidad boiler room?
Oh,
Yeah, the Montreal one, the
But that's
really
what they
old
want.
one.
That's the whole point of it.
It's moments, mate.
It's real.
Like,
But I do get, I feel like if you're watching that from an outer perspective,
you're probably like, who the fuck's this big?
cunt's
And you know
choking
what?
on
The
it.
cunt, the poor cunt sticks out like a sore thumb as well because he's like 6'6". Do you know what I mean? So obviously everybody's gonna notice him.
He doesn't really realise his size sometimes. I
Yeah,
swear.
yeah, because like there was parts of the boiler room where I was trying to mix a tune in because we planned it out because that's what you do with a boiler room. If it's on camera, you kind of plan it out to the best of your ability, right? Because we don't usually plan sets.
normally
But
you
with that,
would.
no.
Okay.
With that one we did because it's like a big opportunity. Everybody does it, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, like I remember at one point we were so focused because we knew exactly what we had to do, right? So I remember where I was at in my head, I was like, right, I know what I need to do now. But then Benny's like from behind me, like here grabs me, he's like bouncing. I'm like, oh, and I missed the fucking button to press at the time, and I was like, oh no. Like in my head, I was like, fuck, I've pure derailed this now.
Yeah,
but then I
it's
saved
over.
it without anybody noticing. It did, like to be honest, it didn't. It was more in my own head. I knew exactly what I should have been doing because we were practicing it, and then at that time,
But even at
it
that,
kind of got flipped
if you
on
have
its
been
head.
practicing it and then it goes slightly off. It's like
It's not that bad, yeah,
It's not that
it's-
bad normally, but sometimes in your
It's more
head that's
about
going to
it's
throw
more
you
about the flow of the
completely
tunes and that, innit? You know what I mean? It's you just need to know what the flow of the whole hour is going to be like, and then from that point you can just fucking smash it. Like
Even that boiler room though, that's just such, mate. Just when I was watching it, everything about that was classed. Like the stage.
Yeah.
Was it not Tracky that did the flags as well?
it was.
The flags in the back.
You still got one in your gaff, don't you?
Do I?
Yeah,
I should do.
Because
somewhere.
I remember I took one back.
When did you
And then
first learn about it? Like when were you first told? Oh,
About
this
the
is gonna
boiler
happen?
room?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I can't remember. It probably was maybe like 3 months before it happened, something like that. I think we had enough time to like, kind of prepare.
It wasn't
for
like
it
a
and
crazy
stuff,
amount of time, but like it was enough to prepare.
but yeah, absolutely. Still nerve wracking, but
Yeah, I was
like,
fucking terrified.
oh
genuinely.
mate, that's probably the most nervous I think we've collectively been before a gig
I
because
don't
like
really remember most of
Mate,
it. I think I
we've
kind of blacked it out.
yeah, we've been DJing for like by that point we'd been DJing for like 8 years each, right? So like I've been DJing 8 years because we started around the same time, right? So like at that point we were kind of like comfortable enough with it. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't about that. It was just like the whole spectacle of it all. Like we knew it's filmed, so if you fuck this up, you're fucked.
fucked it up,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? But it, like thank God it went.
It just
really
went
fucking well.
seamlessly.
But to be fair, we did prepare. So at the end of the day, that we just did what we came to do. You know what I mean? But
we had it all recorded
mate,
previously, and that we knew how long it was going to be and everything. Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah.
at the time,
Yeah.
it was like everybody it looks like we're having so much fun because we're here bouncing about. There's loads of energy, and to an extent we were. But like it was
You're
just
more
focus
focused,
mode. It was focus.
Yeah.
Drink loads of Bucky. Focus mode. Do you know what I mean? Just to get through. But
It's because I couldn't even reach across like, the ice box, so I was just forced to drink the bottle of Buckfast. It was so
oh mate,
fucking hot
we
as
were
well.
we were leathered by the end. Like
Yeah.
no, like it doesn't see like I don't personally drink anymore, but at the time like if we were boozing during a set and shit like that, like it doesn't really affect. Like we can still DJ even if we're fucking like blackout
Sometimes makes
drunk.
it a wee bit better. You know?
Sometimes because you're more loose and you're like, oh here, you like look at the decks and you go, that's a fucking tune, I'm putting it on that. But other times when you're a bit sober DJing, sometimes you're like, oh well I play
Yeah,
that
more,
next, or you're a bit
more
more
cautious,
reserved. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it's better being a bit more loose. You know what I mean?
So who was all in the lineup for that? So it was what Haley.
Haley,
You guys
us,
and Dennis
Hannah
Summer.
Lang. Hannah Lang.
Was Hannah Lang on that?
I think she was maybe the day
She
before.
was the day before
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah,
Salta was the day before as well.
Salta was the day
I've
before.
never seen Hannah Lang.
LB Labatt was on it.
LB
as well.
Labatt, Barry Can't Swim.
Yeah. That's his name's not even Barry.
No.
It's some other random name.
Well, yeah, it must be a shite name, but because
Yeah.
otherwise you just have Frederick Can't Swim or whatever the fuck else.
I never knew there was a DJ called Princess Elfbar.
Oh yeah.
I think she's
There's
like
DJ Fart in the club. There's DJ Fuck Off. There's
Yeah.
hundreds of like random
Fart
ones.
in the club. Imagine how they
Catches
explained
attention,
that.
but doesn't it?
But yeah, so did you just go to the first day as punters then? Or no?
No, we were like
straight
because the
walked
thing
in?
is at the time we knew if we went on that fucking day
We'd be
we'd
fucked
end up leathered and then we'd have to get up and do a boiler room. So we were like we probably wanted to, but we
And
were
I'd
just like
I'd been
nah.
out like 2 days before.
That must have been
it
some
as
hours
well,
after
yeah.
it, but
Oh yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I was going for about a day or two. Like
I think I was as well. I was. I mean, see afterwards, like you kind of feel the gravity of it all, like because we did it so well and we were so happy with the performance and how it all looked and we knew everybody was dancing about and we were just kind of so buzzing that like it just manifested and like I was partying. I was so fucking buzzing. I didn't want to stop partying. You know what I mean? I can't remember how long it was.
was it all in Edinburgh? The party now?
No, we
Did it
went
make
straight
it
back to
back?
Glasgow.
Yeah.
Like well, we stayed for a couple of hours and then we went back to Glasgow. Yeah, just because our manager at the time was driving. Oh no, he's still a manager. What am I talking about? Our manager at the time, he was driving us home. So like he was obviously sober because he was driving. So we just had to kind of leave whenever he was going. So free lifting that.
He's happy with the reaction that he's got then.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, amazing.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I think especially that time of our career, it was perfect. Just a perfect thing to kind of book in the old stuff and then restart something kind of new.
Yeah, because it was kind of a new sound for us at the time, but like that was such a great way to be like, this is what we do now.
The little Uzi tune as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So good. So good.
Mate, that story's fried actually, how we got the stems and shit for it, because basically there was a guy that worked at, is it Atlantic Records in New York?
Yeah.
Had somehow seen some of our tunes somewhere. I don't know if it was like TikTok or whatever, he'd seen it. And he hit up our manager and was like, oh, like, would you guys be keen to do a remix? And we're like, oh yeah, sweet, what is it? And he's like, well, I've got this folder of stuff right now, I'll just send you over. And we were like, oh, sweet. Mate, the folder was like Wiz Khalifa, Black and Yellow, Cardi B, WAP. It was like, what else? Lil Uzi, EXO Tour Life. And we were like, no way, because we fucking love that tune.
We kind of wanted to use those tunes anyway, and this was before you could like split vocals and stuff out with AI.
Aye.
So like, you were just the whim of some random weirdo on the internet.
Mate, there was, we also did an edit of ZZ by, it was like Travis Scott, Kodak Black. Yeah. We just, mate, it was fucking fried because we just had every part of their session, so every backing vocal, every part of the beat, all separated.
Everything.
Like their whole session was just in our shitty little studio in fucking, where was it, like Finiston, and we were like, what the fuck, it's so mad. But yeah, cool as fuck.
You still got it?
No. Do you know what the worst part is? I tried to find it and I was like, where the fuck's it gone? I don't know what.
We didn't even download all the files as well.
No, we didn't.
And then it timed out. And we're like,
just having those.
We should have just downloaded all of them, and then we never know, because we probably would have used some of them afterwards. Even just.
So does that give you clearance then? Them giving you that?
Nah.
No.
So
you can't release it.
No, we can put it on SoundCloud, but
so that's why we put it on SoundCloud, just because they weren't getting back to us, and we were just like, oh fuck it, well, if they're not getting back to us, then they're probably not even looking at what we're doing, so we can just put it out, and then if they tell us to take it down, we'll take it down.
Did you ever try and get the original cleared?
We tried to get both of them cleared.
We tried to get both of them cleared. There was actually, like, the Uzi one was close. Basically, we had a label, I can't remember, is it B1 in Germany, who's like a division of Sony. Basically, they were wanting to clear it because it was doing well on SoundCloud, but turns out they didn't have a great relationship with Atlantic, so it was actually, they'd fought over a previous song or something to get it cleared, which meant that we were kind of fucked because they just didn't have a good relationship.
And it was like Testpress luck.
It was just
they break down all communication like a month before they get a track off us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's fucking good.
everything happens at a specific time for a reason. Though, you know what I mean? It wasn't meant to be.
No,
it wasn't meant to be.
So the name is very, very unique. All spaces, no caps.
Yeah.
But where did it stem from? Where do you come? Where do you bring up such a name?
Basically, it's because we started making like bootlegs and like edits and all this sort of stuff. And like back in the day, if you were wanting to release a bootleg or an edit, you put it out on like a test pressing, like an acetate vinyl. And so it's like kind of like a nod to what the culture used to be, and then kind of what it is now, where it's all like SoundCloud edits and shit.
Yeah. He explains it so much better than me every time. He's like, "Oh, you call Testpress?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, I don't know, mate."
Yeah, so the video of you saying, and you were like, "Man, I've not."
Mate, I can't even remember. Cause I think like we both collectively, I think it was you that maybe said Testpress, and I was like, "Yeah, I fucking love it." And then
why the all spaces, no caps? Though?
It just looked better. It's a stylistic thing.
We had Patrick Toppin one time be like, you should just change your name, I can't search up on my Alexa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because remember back in the day when you had to go like, oh, Alexa, play, but you'd have to go, Alexa, play T space, E space, S space, and it was just a nightmare, but now nobody gives a fuck about Alexa. If you type in Testpress normally, it still comes up.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You find a lot more though when you put the spaces in, and I forgot that. I only just couldn't remember this morning, I was like, mate, how am I not? I was like, surely these guys have done more than... I'll taste after, but more than what I was looking for, and then I put the space in, and I was like, that's the mistake. Because I didn't think. It's a
little bit annoying. We should have just like stylized it for like posters.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it does look good.
Right, guys, welcome back to Gio's Onion Challenge. Now, this week we'll let you come a bit closer, Dan, as your other opponent. Fraser has unfortunately shat himself, so Big D is going to be taking it for the win.
Big D, that's correct.
You get 60 seconds. Oh, I need to get my phone out.
Yeah, get that phone out.
You've got 60 seconds on the clock. 6 pickled onions, accumulating at 1 pickled onion per 60 seconds.
Per 10.
Per 10. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. I've done the maths. I know it's possible.
So your timer begins at 3, 2, and we're off.
Go.
Some serious chew just going on here.
They're bigger than I thought they were going to be. I can't lie.
There's some juicy balls, man.
Mate, pick up the pace here. Come on.
I know, but I'm going.
Don't speak. Go.
45 seconds. We're on track here. Coming up to the
Mate, I can actually
halfway
smell them,
point.
man. Do you like melons?
A few weeks ago I ate one that someone had put in their mouth and hadn't chewed. There's a video of it, I'll send you. Coming
Mate,
up to the 25 segment.
You know who'd kill this, Frank? Frank loves pickled onions, mate, he'd kill it. No, he's done. Mate, I
Come on, brother,
I'm
you've
not
got
doing
it.
it, fuck that, I hate
I'll help you go.
No, like pickle juice like in my nose.
Oh, man.
No, it's vital.
5.
Oh, it's over.
Fucking 3, man.
Nah, I'll give you 4.
Thank you.
I'll do your 4 since you would have had a report. So I'll be honest, not a fucking clue what this leaderboard's going to say, but our editor James,
Gonna be somewhere down the bottom, I feel.
I think you'll be, if I'm taking a guess, I think you'll be about here.
Okay, we'll take that.
But yeah, James, I'm sure you have the delight of trying to work this all out because I don't have a fucking clue. Continue with the episode. We spoke about it off camera, but you guys are probably some of the biggest snus lovers that I've ever met.
We're snussing hard. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Show it off.
New merch coming soon, boys.
What's your favourite flavour of snus?
For me, personally, it's undisputed Tropical Ice Velos 3 dot.
Yeah, I like the chocolate.
What
People
what
hate on
MG should
Velos,
be
but
going on?
like, huh?
I feel like you're fucking disgusting.
I don't like the high MG stuff. Like I like a nice medium 3 dot max.
What's the point? Why
What's a
do
medium then? How many mg?
So 3 dots, it's like 30 milligrams. Something
they're like
like
12,
Yeah.
13 or something?
Ah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Mate,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't need 50 milligrams a time, mate.
I
want
want like
to
a little mini ones, you
Mate,
know, just to
I-
give a little something.
I need to
Yeah,
be
I
able to
agree.
function when I'm doing my shit, bro. I don't want to be sitting in the studio popping a mad Pablo and
Yeah.
shit. They're fucking
I think
bongos,
people
like-
that take them in 50s is like, just trying to make it a drug. So
Aye, it's like, oh
Nicotine
bro, I
pouch,
take
man.
50 milligrams. Aye, cool,
Yeah.
mate. Like, that's like saying, oh mate, I can drink a full litre of vodka instead of beer. Like, who gives a fuck?
I'm
Like,
just trying to enjoy life. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Because for some reason when I was like seeing you stuff, I was like, oh, they do give some 50 mg vibes. I was like, these guys must do it.
Nah,
up and
nah,
down.
we're
Yeah,
not like-
triple deckers.
You ever seen the Snus Olympics?
We're snus lovers, not
Oh,
snus fighters. That's
Did you
what
see
it
that
is.
on TikTok? The
Snus
Snus Olympics.
Is that the one where the guy's just like shoving as many as he
And he gets
can?
like 2
I've seen that. What's that boy called? He's like a Snooze Bill or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm Snooze Bill, I'm
was
Snooze
that,
Bill.
was
and
that
he's
the
like,
guy that was like, he gets
through
some-
it,
this guy's like
he
being
gets
sick on his
through
phone.
mate, that's wild.
From me, this is like, what I'm about to show you is nothing to do with what I've just said, but I only just discovered this morning and I'm absolutely choking to share. Who's ever heard of Aikido?
Nah,
No,
don't think so.
shows it.
What is this going to be?
James,
I'm-
I'm going to send you this. This may actually be the best thing ever. This is serious, by the way.
What? Is it like pressure pointing them?
What? What's like? It looks like it's supposed to be some sort of martial arts, yeah. But like,
It is.
what is going on there? It looks like they're almost.
has 2.5 million views.
But what are they doing? Is it like dancing or something?
How did you go on black belt in this? Oh, that is dancing.
It is dancing, isn't it? Mate, that.
What?
It can't. Do they just dress up like they're doing martial arts and then dance, or what?
And then this is the
That's-
they posted this yesterday.
It's just said to Ronnie Smith, and I'm really sad today. I turned up to the class and everyone's left, so we're not in the class anymore. There were so many negative comments on TikTok, and everyone's listened, like looked at the comments.
He's going to be in the digger in 10 years' time, man.
Jesus,
man.
The comments are right, and we don't want to do Aikido anymore, so everyone's left. There's no one in the class.
This is surely
That's
a piss
trolling,
take.
that has to be
That's
trolling.
that's a piss take,
It's-
mate. There's no
look,
way that's serious.
This is people going to this class.
No, but
to
that's
listen.
just like
I know, but the whole thing must be a troll.
the whole thing's a troll,
It's
mate. There's no.
serious.
They were just like, let's
I'm-
do something really
I'm
stupid and
telling
like get
you,
people to comment.
this is like people going, and this is what makes it even more bizarre, right? They get mental views and 0 likes. 33,000 views, 116 likes.
just
mate,
savage, just hate
people are just hate watching. Like.
It's, oh mate, I was as soon as I seen it last night, I was like, mate, I'm bringing this up first thing. I really remember, it was one of the first videos I'd seen of yours. And it was like a joke on someone talking about Scottish's most famous duo. And Greg and Thingy walking. And he was walking,
yeah.
where is that?
Right,
I
so-
scouted your
oh,
Instagram,
mate,
couldn't find it.
I was trying to
TikTok,
show
couldn't
someone this
find
as
it.
well. I think it's because they've obviously rebranded into more like kind of minimal tech, stuff like minimal
Yeah,
house.
so
sort of stuff.
basically like
So, but I was looking for that fucking video.
Who was it?
It was through the roof, wasn't it?
Yeah, so basically me, Benny, and
Oh,
Ross
was it forced
Wilson.
to do the roof?
Yeah, but basically me, Benny and Ross started Hold On Tight, right? And then I introduced them to Scott McGinley and that, who did Serotonin at the time, and then they kind of joined up to do Through the Roof. And that was like one of their first parties. They were like, here, you know what's mental? Because they were booking us for the party. So they were like, I think we were like a special guest or something like that. So like, here, we've got a mad video idea. Obviously because like Greg's Benny's dad, he was like, mate, like I would never ask you to do anything like this, but Dad, could you be in like a promo video? Because it was really like, it'd be massive. Do you know what I mean? A cultural thing. And we were like, and it turns out that like we were the duo that was like that whole idea between the duo, because they were trying to announce us as special guest. But then it was like fucking Jack and Victor, and we were like, mate, that is, we peaked. We fucking peaked.
I had to go into like the other room and just like sit there and be like, oh my god, they're
Mate,
actually
it was
here.
mad.
You know what I mean?
See, it's so funny to see like Ford in action, like as it, like he's doing his acting, because like
It's
there was
crazy.
no like.
Pally's very different.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's
Was
like
it- was it-
fucking off the wall, mate.
He's
Have you ever seen
interesting.
him? You ever seen him do open goal? You ever seen him when he's on a goal?
Oh, he's slates Slaney. Oh my god, he ripped Slaney. I mean, I actually felt bad for Slaney. Slaney's heavy, nice man. He's such a sound
He
cunt.
went fucking.
Aye, he went. He was just. You could like tell like Slaney was nervous about him, because obviously, but
It's
then
a big deal,
instead of being like
especially the
nice
way
about
he's
it.
quite like it's kind of switchy between his
Aye.
like kind of
Have you ever
on-screen
seen Ford's
character.
TikToks?
Huh? Yeah.
They're
Must post like
crazy.
3 times a day
Oh,
on TikTok.
They're crazy.
Mate, crazy. Yeah,
like a-
wild. You just never expect a guy like that to be doing that, would you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
I don't know.
finding out how to
For being
use-
pure ageist or something there, I don't know what it is, but it's just mad. It's like, but yeah, no, like fucking that was amazing, to be fair. That was such a good experience. It was like so mad, because I used to watch Still Game with my granny, and then, or my nana, that I call her, but it was just wild to be like, oh Nana, look at this video, like, and then I was just in the video with
That's
them.
what it was. It
She's
was like
what
real
the
like
fuck?
bragging rights for like my parents, my
Aye,
gran, and all that.
aye.
So like,
That was like-
that's the only time they can get a cultural reference from what we do. You know what I mean?
Tomorrowland 2024.
Right.
It just happened. Well, it didn't just happen, but it happened last summer. What was it like to be playing at such an iconic event?
Crazy. That stage, that main stage, right? We were not playing the main stage. We're not going to get above our station, right? But that main stage is just insane. It's like it's so big you can't really focus on one
What's
thing.
going
It's
on,
just
yeah.
crazy.
Mate, did you ever used to watch like the after movies and shit? Like, see, like Tomorrowland. I don't know if that's like because you're a bit younger, but like we were like 18, 19. We used to watch like the Tomorrowland 2012 after movies. These like Martin Garrix and Oliver Hilton, and there's fucking mad shit going off. And like, oh, that looks mental. Me and my pals used to watch it and that. And then like, see, being there in front of that stage and just seeing like like cameras do not do that shit justice. It is fucking
Is it a pure trip
huge,
fest?
mate.
Like, it's just pure like, woo!
There's a lot of people fried up. Like,
Yeah.
I was pretty gone by the end of it.
If it hadn't happened already, what would you guys say has been like your medical from the past career that you've had?
The Jack and Victor video.
Either that or the boiler room.
The
One of
the
two.
boiler room was huge.
Yeah.
I think hopefully we can do another one at
Yeah.
some point, which
Who's
we
going to go
maybe
to the next
talk
one?
about.
Are you at Vico?
Oh yeah,
It's August.
I don't know, maybe.
Hope to know.
No,
Maybe.
I mean, the thing is, like, see, cause we like travel all the time at weekends. Like, I
Yous
don't.
are everywhere, man.
I mean, I don't really go out to clubs
Yeah.
and shit anymore. Like, I don't drink anymore, so that's one thing. Not that that would stop me going out, but it's just kind of like we're always so busy going out clubbing at the weekend because we DJ. So it's kind of like can't be fucked to go to a club or like festivals
Like,
are different.
You
to be
wouldn't go
fair,
to
I
work
mean.
on your day off.
I'd go to like fucking Reading and Leeds. I'd go to like festivals to experience like hundreds of different acts. But see, like just go to nightclubs and shit. I'm fucking. I'm a bit over it.
I do still quite enjoy it.
Yeah.
It has to be the right artist that I want to go
Yeah,
see. you know what I mean?
100%.
You know who I seen? I mean, I genuinely think I don't know how I think I had heard of him, but not really. But I mean, I tell you, I fell in love with this guy when I seen him. Seeing End a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We did the
Sam Gallantry. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a few of my pals were at that. Like
Oh,
one of my pals, Bamba, had an afters and shit, and apparently AJ Tracy was just cutting about as well. Were you there?
So I
AJ
was
Tracy
there,
was,
I
and he
went
was in
up
a
to-
Celtic track.
See when I got in, I went up to Benny. I was like, mate, telling you right now, I was like, AJ Tracy will come here. I was like, as soon as he hears there's an Adidas event going on, I guarantee you he'll show face because it would just be good publicity. It would look good for him, blah blah.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough, he did. But mate, see that Sam man, wow. And cause while I'm there, people were telling me all the lore about him. So do you know, Future had a SoundCloud account
Right.
that only followed one artist,
And it was him.
and it was him.
What?
On his SoundCloud account.
But didn't he have a whole party with Skrillex in Edinburgh
And
as well?
and fuck, I
And
got
that was-
Skrillex to come play at Cab Vol, mate.
And
For
he,
nothing.
what do you call
That's
it?
fucking
He,
crazy.
someone told me he supported K Tronada as well on his tour. Mate, there was
yeah, again,
so many
brilliant.
other wee low things.
He's
but
kind of got everything kind of like
What's so mad
Yeah.
is
But it's,
like,
it's,
the
low,
things
it's,
you'd want,
but it's
yeah.
low key as well, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
like, and I was talking to this girl from Stirling telling him, and she had no idea who it is. I was like, mate, I was like, this guy's
Guy's the
best
fucking
cunt to
goat,
leave
mate.
Stirling, innit?
Yeah.
I regretted so much not going up to him that night, but it was because I was just like, see what this kind of is. I'm not.
You don't want to be
He's
like
the spotlight.
that.
I don't want to keep. Sam made you coming and shouting at me, blah blah.
He probably would as well. He seems like a sound cunt.
Yeah.
I've never met him,
Just-
but he seems a heavy sound.
Just people like that. though, I
Isn't our
love, man.
pal-
It's just picking your moment, I guess.
Mate,
Definitely.
our pal fucking Robbie,
Yeah.
he's
He knows
pals
him,
with him because he's
Yeah.
from Stirling. They're like really good pals because he was
Rodney
saying
for
like,
Stone Island as well.
Really?
did he?
Because the guy that's like one of
Some
the
men
fake
can't
guys,
have it
just-
all, man.
Mate,
Some
I
men
know.
have it all.
the guy that's like high up Stone Island, Scottish.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool. You get the
Like,
line cut.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're model
Do you know Sean
material.
Cosgrove?
Sean Cosgrove. Yeah, Mana.
He like
yeah.
he's like quite powerful.
Yeah, he's sound as fuck.
Yeah.
Mate, I
told
really
me.
wanted one of them mad football tops that they did. See, like the Mana
DK
ones and the Nike
ones.
ones, they are sick. I was like, yeah, bro, if you
Sean's
got
the
size,
best,
give me,
bro.
but like, he was always sold out by that point.
man. But before we go, I have to ask you about Benny's gaff's old firm traditions.
Oh, mate, who have you got this info from?
I heard this is some pretty
Mate,
serious stuff.
mate, honestly, some of the best times that I've spent in the past 5 years or even my life have genuinely been watching us Cub Rangers at Benny's Gaff.
I've only been to one as well.
Mate, it was honestly like, because his dad be sitting there and his wee brother Chevy was sitting there, he's a legend, up here shouting at the telly,
Is he like that,
shouting and Chevy,
yeah,
he was
he's a
up here
legend.
shouting and swearing at the telly, and his dad would be like, Chevy! Mate, it was surreal, because we're obviously sitting in the living room with Greg and like Benny jumping up going mental, like, see when we scored in that, like Benny'd have the ribs on going absolutely mental, we'd all be jumping about, I was fucking fantastic, mate, it was so good.
I remember that one time that we, like the only time I've been was we were in Liverpool the night before, and I had this old Corsa, and we had to do like 120 on the motorway just to get back from Liverpool. We were playing the gig the night before.
Yeah, he drove.
Yeah,
he drove with like 2 hours sleep.
I
mate.
wasn't drinking. Don't worry. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Whatever you
drove
say,
the
buddy.
whole way up. You were drinking.
I was boozing it in the motor, mate.
Yeah.
He was
I'm
obviously
sitting there
sober when he was driving,
raging.
and I was sitting there. I'm like, I go stop at that service station. I get a couple of cans, and I was like, absolutely fucking white by the
I
time.
think it was the max at this Corsa. The wheel was
Mate,
like
it was like
shaking.
actually like fucking vibrating all the way up the motorway, mate. But it was fun. It was good times.
That was
Good
good
times,
actually.
mate.
And now for the rest of the year then, what's next for you? Because at the time of filming, he's got a busy weekend ahead. Germany, Saturday.
Triple header.
Germany Friday, Germany Saturday, and then PRTY Fest in Glasgow on Sunday.
Yeah.
So triple header, big weekend. Looking forward to it, man. It's always like, I feel like we never really play Glasgow and stuff that much anymore because we play a lot in Europe. But it's always good to kind of come home and have,
That'll be
like,
good.
especially at PRTY Fest. You know what I mean? It's like a heavy. There's so
They're
many
the kind of
cunts
biggest
there.
boys doing it.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean?
100%. Jez and Jod, sorry, are so sound. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
they're nice boys.
yeah, like it's class to be able to come back to Glasgow and actually do a gig like that.
Yeah.
And it's cool because like there's some other cunts from Germany and stuff that are like we see quite on the regular
people on
that are
like
actually
our,
on the
like,
lineup and shit.
But
He's
is
got
there
quite a few
anything,
good edits.
anything we can look forward to then? Have you got anything coming out? Anyway, Supper and a Can special?
Saucy, our new tune on the 28th of July.
25th. 25th
Whoa.
of July. Whoa.
Time flies.
Calm down there, Buster.
Yeah. And then a release on Gombok in August.
And then we're playing High for the first time in Ibiza,
Yeah.
which is cool as fuck. Like with Hannah,
Oh, Hannah,
shout out
that's
Hannah.
Now, that's the 28th.
That's the 28th. So you gotta go. That's a big fucking weekend. We've got like our favourite tune maybe that we've ever made, and I mean ever, is coming out on the 25th, and then we're playing on the Monday and in High, which will be a crazy
Yeah,
experience as
that'll
well.
be
Plus
fun.
we get to fucking sun it up.
Yeah.
Class.
Unreal.
Also, this is the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
We've got-
biggest talk of the town right now.
If you're cutting about anywhere and you have one of these, we will give you a sticker.
Yeah.
We'll give you new stickers.
house.
We
the
got
way.
that on us.
But boys, I appreciate it very
Cheers,
much.
Rob.
It's been an
Thank you so
absolute
much for
pleasure
having us,
having
mate. Appreciate
And
it.
if we're finding you anywhere, the ats, the music
That's
please.
Testpress EBZ on everything. I think it's on TikTok, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Our Spotify's just if you type in Testpress.
It'll all
let's
come
go.
up.
Reddit.
Yeah.
Sometimes these
Reddit,
spaces,
nah.
sometimes don't.
Not Reddit, guys.
What are you trying to say?
But guys, see you next week. God bless.
Just ride with it, like, go and get live with it. But niggas don't like me cause I'm nice with it. And the girl gets hyped to it, net deep in when I'm